Wonderful. Hello? You can hear me now? Okay, thank you, Justin. And Joey, that's wonderful way to start off. A minute and a half without sound. Okay, thank you. Thank you for joining me. I'm so sorry I did not have sound. Well, as I was saying, hello, welcome to my desk where I make my flower crowns with my wonderful wall of flower crowns. This is the first crown that I ever made to put on my Etsy, which I won't be putting it up until closer to the holidays since it's the Christmas crown. But this is the first one I made for my Etsy. It's my Christmas crown. It has bells on it. Fun fact, I burnt myself 5 times making this crown, and it's also the first crown that I videoed making, and that's up on my channel if you want to see that. This is my second one that I made when I was still figuring it out. It is very much a crown. It doesn't look that good being hung out, but looks beautiful on someone's head. It is gold and white, and I named it my formal crown. Give you a little more light. Oh, hello, I have 3 viewers. Hi. But yes, this is my formal crown, which will also be up on my Etsy. This will actually be up on my Etsy tonight, while the Christmas one will not be up until closer to the holidays. Then this next one is a flower crown wreath, where it looks better hanging up than on a head, but it can still be worn. My wreath. That'll be up on my Etsy. And then this one was the first crown that I made with my design that I'm now using. This is my pastel crown. As you can see, it's pastel colors. And I have them sideways so that it looks the same on a head as it does hanging up. So it could be used as a wreath or as a crown. Absolutely love the colors on this one. And this is also when I started using the design of after I glue it on, putting a glue stripe from one petal to the other diagonally so that it has a little safety. So it's not going to fall off at all. Not that none of those have fallen off yet, but new design. And on all of my flower crowns, they have this, a hook, a built-in hook, so you don't have to do anything else with your flower crowns but hang them up. You don't need to use any special things, which is my favorite part because all the flower crowns I have bought, I've had to put hair bands around the stem so that I don't hurt the flowers. And then here's my skull crown. I took skull beads, a bunch of rainbow skull beads. I still have a lot left, so I might make another one at some point. A bunch of rainbow skull beads, matched them with flowers, and I made this crown while watching the Croods 2 on our Residence Hall website. Fun fact. So that video is also on my YouTube. All of the videos for making these crowns are on my YouTube. This is my garden crown. I call it that because you see there's the green vine wrapped around before the flowers come on. This also has a hook, just like all of them have a hook. See that? So you can hang it. Whee! And in each of my videos, at some point I show you that it has a hook and you can hang it up, so you can look at my channel for that. So this is my garden crown. It's the newest one I've made and I absolutely love it. Fun fact about this crown, all of the vines were taken off of broken flower headbands I've had. So this is recycled materials on the vines. The vines on any of the other crowns were vines that I had bought. but this one I recycled the old vines from my crowns that had broken. So this is a recycled garden crown. So good for the environment as well as being garden themed. Okay. That was all of my crowns. Do my 3 viewers have any questions, comments, anything? Look in the chat. Nothing new. Okay. Okay. My friend Joey says that's what he calls divine. Good pun. Good pun. Cannot deny that was a good pun. I need to think about my life now. Okay. So, if no one has any questions, then I'm going to tell you guys a quick ad for my Patreon. If you sign up for my Patreon and the link is on my page, you will get a letter every month from me saying thank you. And I bought these really pretty flower envelopes to send them to you in. So, a little commercial there. Also, if you buy one of my crowns on my Etsy, which they'll be up starting tomorrow, then you're going to get a pretty little baggie in it with flower stickers and the little flower rings I'm going to make with leftover flowers and the garden wire. They're going to be little rings. That's going to come in your little baggie. So that's a fun perk to being my customer is you get that little goodie baggie. And also in that goodie baggie, in case you want to share with your friends, my new business cards. So happy about it. Ninja Flower Child, it has my... Joey says yay prizes, yes. Order my crowns. It says my beacons page on there. That's my website for right now. Has all the links on it for my social medias. Ninja Flower Child has a Facebook, an Instagram, a YouTube, obviously, an Etsy, obviously, a Twitter, and a Tumblr. Thank you, Joey, for saying nice. So yeah, that'll also come in your box, and I will eventually put the rings up as their own item. But I'm going to experiment them with them first, and the experiments are what I'm going to send out to people, so they're like free samples. Yay! So right now, this is the 6 crowns I have. 5 of those will go on the website tomorrow. I make at least 1 crown a week, so there will be a new crown added every week, as well as a new video on my YouTube. If you join my Patreon, I will upload anything I cut out, like if I burn myself, I cut that out of the video, stuff like that, or any little things, like I have the video of me hanging up all my crowns. That's on my Patreon. The lowest price for my Patreon, the lowest subscription is only $5 a month. That's literally like 1 coffee a month. So cheap. And that one, let me pull it up so I can tell you guys exactly what it is without stuttering. Okay. If you do the $5 a month, then you get a thank you note in the mail every month because you provide your address. If you don't feel comfortable providing your address, you can provide your email, and I'll email you a picture of your card. And then you get early access to my YouTube videos on the Patreon. I put them on earlier. So if you want to see how the crown is made the week it gets put on my Etsy, join my Patreon. And then for $10 a month, you get everything you get for $5 a month plus bonus content, which is like when I burn myself, that isn't up there, but stuff like that. That's one of my favorite examples of when I burn myself. If I ever have a really funny thing of burning myself, I will put that on my Patreon. I put the video of me hanging up my crowns on my Patreon. I put polls asking what I should do next and different things. And I'm always listening to what you guys want on my Patreon. Plus, I will post discount codes on my Patreon. Just a little fun fact there. And for $15 a month, ooh, 15, you get everything before plus patron shout out. What that means is when I'm doing a video, I'll either read off the names of all my patrons who are in this category, or there'll be a slide at the end of my video with everyone's names, and your names will be in the description, so you get like a shout out in my videos. How cool is that? If I was more famous, that'd be awesome, but since I'm not that famous, it's only kind of cool. But yeah, it's cool. And then if you do $20 a month, you get everything from before plus live streams. I will do monthly live streams on my Patreon specifically for those patrons where you can watch me make the flower crowns, watch me do different things. If you're interested in things, I'll put up polls, and if anyone's interested in anything, you can comment what you want. And I will do live streams once a month for my $20 patrons, and you get to see everything unedited in the moment. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, so that's a fun thing. If you subscribe to my Patreon, which right now I have a grand total of no patrons. So there's the little ad for my Patreon. Okay. Okay. Any comments, questions from my audience at all? No? Going once, going twice. Okay. Now I'll tell you guys what inspired Ninja Flower Child. First, the name. My name for things like most of my social medias and stuff, and my like gamer tag, whatever, is Ninja Gal M. So Ninja Flower Child was when people saw me in flower crowns, they called me a flower child. So Ninja Flower Child just came right out, and that's how I named it my business. The nickname Flower Crown Girl. A lot of people call me that on campus. The first time I ever had it said to my face was my friend Vinny. He called me Flower Crown Girl, and he still does to this day call me Flower Crown Girl because when he first met me, he would see me passing by when he was walking with my best friend. He'd see me passing by, and he knew me as the girl who wore the flower crowns, Flower Crown Girl. So that just became my nickname. A lot of people on campus call me that, and it's just become a thing because I always wear flower crowns on campus. Like, absolutely love flower crowns. Over here, on my dresser, I have a whole wall of flower crowns that I've bought. Oh no. Can you guys still hear me? There was a beeping noise.